Anyway, let's talk about something a bit more uplifting. The other day I saw my ex's new husband wearing a V-neck. Yeah, it's good to have a win, isn't it? Such a dickhead, didn't even see me there behind the bins. My ex left me for a dude with a Porsche and a pizza restaurant. Yeah. And I went and tried his pizza. Do you know how fucking humiliating that is? To go over, because I want us to get along. It's best for my son. So I went over there. He's a pizza chef. We're bonding. He makes me a pizza, gives me a slice. He's like, what do you think? I was like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to give him anything. But on the inside, I was like, I would suck this dude's dick for another slice. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Do you know how awkward it is? We live in the same suburb, so I run into them. Do you know how fucking awkward it is to run into your ex and the new guy around? Like the other day I'm walking with mate Dan, and over the road is my ex, the new guy, and my son all having dinner. And my son sees me and goes, Daddy, come over. Get into this. Get into this fucking social nightmare. Get in here. I mean, it's sweet, right? But he's not a diplomat, is he? Get into this fucked situation. And I'm with my mate Dan. Now, Dan, he's not autistic. He's something. You know what I mean? I'm like, you stay here. We don't want you in the fucking mix. So I go over and he's in the bus stop reading the timetable or whatever, and whatever it is he's busying himself with. And I go over and, I've got to be happy to see everybody. I'm a parent. I can't be like, hey, buddy, good to see you and you two fuckheads, what's up? You know what I mean? I'm a parent. I've got to be like, wow, look at it. This is so great. We're all together. Wow. And the new guy's sitting there. He's wearing a suit and he's talking about how he's opened his third restaurant and his Porsche is parked right there. And I've been writing with Dan. My notebook was just open on the table. And he's like, what have you been working on? And it just says, suck his dick for another slice. That's just circled. So you don't want to miss that bit. It's a good line. So it's just like, suck his dick. Yes, you must. That bit. And he does that thing where he pretends he didn't read it. You know how people do that? He goes, suck his dick. Oh, I can't even take it in. It's too much. And then my son sees Dan, who he knows, over the road. Dan's here. Come over. I'm like, great, let's bring Dan over. Dan's over the road eating a tub of jelly beans that he bought from home. That's weird, isn't it? Why is that weird? Just a man who's 35 years old, just on the street. Just all one colour, just yellow jelly beans, yellow. So now Dan comes over and he just walks straight over to the table and goes, hey, how come everyone's so awkward? Like he just says it. And I'm so uncomfortable at this point. I'm like, who wants a jelly bean? Dan's like, have one, it's 27. So I'm in a poly relationship now. I just found out. It's good when you find out, isn't it? Because polyamory is so popular now with young people, particularly young people. And people give young people today more shit than any generation. You know what I mean? It's not fair. Look, if I were to describe young people today, I would describe them as hypersexual environmentalists. That's the best way to... Is that bad? Because everything is sexual and political with young people. Everything's like, save the koalas. It's you, man. Isn't it? Everything's sexual and political. Everything's like, hey guys, my pussy's wet, but there's a drought in Uganda. Guys, seriously. It's you. That's what you post, man. Isn't it? Hey guys, this is a picture of my erection, sure, but it's exactly the same shape as the missiles Israel launches into Palestine. Wake the fuck up. Raise your fist into my ass for workers' rights. Stop racism. Stop it. Stop racism and sexism. It's bad. I care. People are prejudiced. You know what I'm talking about. Like you guys, like you're young, you know, you post shit like, hey guys, before I begin this tutorial on deep throating, I'd like to acknowledge your traditional elders. You. Of this share house. A lot of it's mental illness. It is. A lot of it's mental illness. A lot of it's mental illness. And, you know, we're in an epidemic of narcissism. An epidemic of narcissism. Nobody cares. Narcissism is fucking tearing our society apart. Nobody cares. Like, are you okay day? Do you ever ask a narcissist? Nah, fuck that. Not that one. Yuck. Not that mental illness. We don't even have a fucking day for narcissism. We should be raising awareness. Should be like, wear a little mirror for Narcissist Day. They can't even check themselves into a mental health clinic. What are they going to do? Hey, I'm here to check myself in because I'm fucking the best. Yeah! Woo! Like doing the moonwalk and shit. Yeah, sick. I'm the best. Look at my abs. I'm sick. I'm fucking sick. My dad is like, oh, your generation, you know, you guys are the most mentally ill generation of any ever. I'm like, man, fucking boomers are so mentally ill, but they have fucking no idea or self-awareness. Like, we have too much self-awareness, our generation and younger. You know, we're like, okay, that's a tinge of anxiety. That's a tinge of anxiety, and that's developing into a depressive episode. Great. Now I'm depressed. Now I've got to go to work and I'm disassociating. Hey guys, disassociating, loving that. This is great. Love the disassociation. Then I get to work and I've got a trauma bond with my boss because he's gaslighting me, so I can't self-soothe. That's affecting my serotonin, so that's horrible for the ADHD. Whereas boomers, you guys are just like, feel something, then anger. That's it. Just like, I think I'm sad. Why can't I find a park? Fuck! That's it. I think I'm alone. Fucking political correctness. Crazy. My dad has spent his whole life running from himself. His whole fucking life. What's going on? Get the car, get the dog. We're going to the beach now. Can relax, Dad. We're on holidays. We could be on holidays faster. Dad treats life like a race. It's like a fucking job to get done. Get born, grow up, meet someone, get married, have kids, retire, dead. Good, done. Done, good. Life's done. Good. What's next? Looks like the afterlife needs a mow. Let's mow the afterlife. Let's get that job done. Dad never looks inward. He's just going, you won't get me, life. I'm fucking going too quick to feel. You won't catch me. I wish I was like that, you know, just running through life, leaving a wake of mentally ill children behind me. My dad was a racing car driver. That's what he wanted to be. That's why his nerves are fucking shot, because he tried to do that. My brother, that's how my brother got into motorsport. My brother, Will, is an IndyCar driver over in America. He actually just won the world championship for IndyCar. How crazy is that? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. He drove so fast in a circle. He won. Like, he had the best fucking circle. I didn't watch, but apparently I went to my uncle who watches all of it. He's like, it was a good one. Like, He had the best circle on the day. You follow IndyCar? Yeah. So he had the best circle of the year. And they gave him the badge or whatever, the trophy. And that's not funny. That's like, man, you're fucking risking your life to get the best circle. Like, I reckon it's fucking impressive. But he's actually the greatest driver in the history of the entire sport, like statistically, you know? Like when you play the PlayStation game, man, he's the dude you select. Yeah, I select him and drive repeatedly into the wall. It's to overcome childhood trauma. But you know, he can die doing his job. You know, I can die as well, but it's an internal. I have died many times on the inside, but he actually dies. And so that makes you, like, Will's very profound, like he's very philosophical. Like he said something really profound to me when he won the World Championship. He said, you know what, bro? Everything I've dreamed of having since I was a kid, I have right now. And he goes, you know what? It doesn't make you any happier. He said, in fact, it can make you sadder because everything we're told in this society will make you happy doesn't. And when you get it and you realise that, it can make you really depressed. And he looked me right in the eyes as he said this, and I'll never forget it. He goes, you know what success is? Success is being in the moment more often with your friends and family. He said that's success. And he looked me right in the eyes as he said it. And he just started that Ferrari up. And he flicked me a small diamond because he has a pouch of diamonds now from the championship. I don't know if that's part of it. And he flicked me a diamond and took off because I'm not allowed to sit in that particular car. And he started doing circles and they were perfect. I was like, fucking, it all makes sense, you know, like.